Hi everyone, my name's Mad Matt Lugos, welcome back to Mass Effect 2. So last time we rescued Archangel, aka Garrus, or Garrus, aka Archangel, whichever way around you want to put it. I had a horrendous time with the combat playing on hardcore, so we've lowered the difficulty back down to veteran. I mean, the menu does say it recommends hardcore for repeat playthroughs, so I'm not going to make myself suffer too much. Veteran seems like it'll be challenging enough anyway. So yeah, Garrus, he's a bit worse for wear. He got shot a little bit. He's a bit pieced up. So we got away from Omega, but we need to go back to recruit this Solarian scientist. We also need to talk to Aria again because we do have some evidence that the gangs were looking to make a move on her, but they're all dead now, so I don't think it matters. We're definitely not talking to Kelly. I don't know if I should talk to the crew, the squad mates, before we go in. I think we've got a level up as well. I've got 2 points. So this is going to improve our cooldowns. So I think we try and get as many points in tech mastery as quick as possible. Because this is going to lower the cooldown, right? Makes your creative powers, that's all of these, right? Draws enemy fire. The drone can electrically stun targets briefly, damage their shields. Only one drone can be active at a time. Level 2. Okay, so we've got squad points. Oh, sorry, the squad points are the level points, ignore me. Improves the drone to keep it flying longer, make it more durable, and increase the frequency of its attacks. Duration 16 seconds. So if we got to level 4, okay, improvements to the drone keep flying longer, so that's just more improvements. But level 4 is an attack drone. Upgrades combat drone, so its electric shock damages the target's health, armor, and biotic barriers. Limit is 1 active drone at a time. Oh, so we can choose which one we deploy, or an explosive drone. When combat drone is destroyed, it pulses energy, inflicting high damage on all nearby enemies. So I think, personally, we get tech mastery up to 3, and then we go all into combat drone. I really need to make sure I use overload as my first attack on enemies, to get rid of the shields. Then we can shoot a bit if we need to. Combat drone I think is good for a group to distract them or pull people out of cover. Hacking's limited obviously to synthetic enemies. But I'm guessing these we have like a kind of more concentrated tree because we're going to have more squad mates. I've got one major complaint about the Legendary Edition. I don't know if it was like this on the originals. This is a joke complaint before you start typing. When you load up the game after you go from the launcher, you get a little window for each game. Like Mass Effect 1 only had like 3 of the characters, but this game has like a whole array of like what I'm guessing are the squad mates with I don't know if Shepard's there. But I don't look at it. Every time the game loads up, I have to like stare at the floor or like do something else so that I don't spoil what characters are in the game. But I'm going to slip up eventually. I've got to be careful. Right, I'm going to put those 2 points into tech mastery because that's our cooldown, which is really useful. I'm going to go combat drone next, and then maybe we go incinerate. I don't know. Feels like overload and combat drone are the most important things right now. Okay, I'm just gonna have a little look, see what we've got here. Organizations, planets and locations, ships and vehicles, our journal. Yeah, I'm not going to open these until we're actually going to do it. But we've got a main mission for Zaid. But I don't know, should I talk to everyone first?
Commander, can I help you with something?
Thoughts on the last mission?
How we doing, Jacob? What's your sense of the mission?
Probably the same as everyone else. I just want to figure out what the real threat actually is. Got no problem with risk. I just need a clear goal. Anything else, Commander?
We'll talk later.
I think I'm just gonna go and get the Solarian squad mate. Where's Garrus? Can we talk to him? Briefly? Edith? Let's see if he's in the crew quarters. Garrus?
It's just too dangerous for them in New Canton. I'm shipping my family back to Earth.
You can afford that?
Med Bay, maybe? No? Not talking to you, chef. Not in Miranda's office, obviously. Would he really be down in engineering? Can't go anywhere else. Anyway, basically we're going straight back to Omega, which is just what I want to do. I don't think we can go in the lab, can we? No. Right, we're gonna go and get this Solarian chap.
No messages for you, Commander.
Leave me alone. We do have messages, and I will catch up on all this, I promise. But I feel like we need to go back here first. Things might have changed here. We get the full cutscene again, but because we killed all of the gang members, maybe things will be cool. But I imagine there'll be knowledge of what we did, probably, right? Who am I going to take? Right, we can take Garrus. Oh, Garrus. We can give him some clean armor. I'm not going to take Garrus just because he's kind of like a wanted person here. I'll take Jacob because we took Miranda last time. I will take Garrus when I can, but just feels like he might get shot here, right? Okay, so level 4 stuff seems to be much better than anything else. Incendiary ammo, do we really need that? I'm going to save his points. Zaid, I can't afford anything with you anyway. No other options. I'll stick with the grenade launcher. Oh, a sniper rifle. Alright fellas, we are back.
I'm receiving quarantine warnings about the slums where Dr. Morton Solus runs the clinic. Anticipate resistance at the transport station. I have also run searches for reports on Archangel. The various mercenary groups appear to believe that he is dead.
Okay, so we probably shouldn't... It's probably a good thing to not bring him then.
Come on, let me in. Ari's expecting me.
Right. Annoyed. Let's go and talk to Aria, because we've got this evidence, right? I'm sure she'll know about Garrus. Grits?
Aria has work for you. You're interested. Aria has a job she needs doing. You up for some work?
What is it?
That depends on what Arya has in mind.
Aria's gotten word that some blood-packed mercs plan to kill an old acquaintance of hers. A Krogan named Patriarch.
Patriarch.
I'd like you to keep that from happening.
Why are you trying to protect him?
What's Arya's interest in protecting him?
Patriarch was one of her deadliest enemies back in the old days. Now she keeps what's left of him around as a trophy. As long as he lives, he's a perfect example of what happens when you go up against Arya.
Who wants to kill him?
What's the Blood Pack's problem with Patriarch?
If you've met Patriarch, you know. He can't keep his damn mouth shut. Some people don't appreciate his stories, especially when he dips into non-fiction.
Why me?
Why come to me? Arya's usual muscle not up for the job?
Because Arya said so. What other reason do you need?
Come on, dude.
People like Arya don't do things without a damn good reason. I want to hear it.
Fine, but I didn't tell you this, dummy.
Yeah.
If it gets out that Arya's protecting Patriarch, well, that can look like a weakness. And some people might want to exploit that. You're not on her payroll, so you helping Patriarch just seems like a random act of kindness.
Sure. Alright then.
I'll look into it.
Good. Patriarch's downstairs, likely surrounded by his fans.
Downstairs?
Get him into hiding until the mercs move on. Come back here when it's done, and you'll get your due.
Alright, I'll be back.
Be back when the job's done.
Good luck.
Find the Patriarch in one of the side rooms in the afterlife. Hello, Arya.
What do you need?
Have a look at this.
This data pad was on one of the mercs going after Archangel. They were coming for you next. Let me see.
Interesting. Would someone like to tell me how this information slipped the net?
I'll look into it.
Thanks for the heads up, Shepard. Looks like I'll have to do a little cleaning in my organization.
Okay. Maybe we're in
Thanks.
good graces.
Maybe I'll come back later.
You do that.
Alright. The lower afterlife is over here. I didn't intend on doing all of this now. But... Thanks, Grits. No way. Helena Blake. What are you doing here?
Commander Shepard? Is that you? I'd heard you were dead. I'm Helena Blake.
Yeah, I
we
know.
met a few years ago. I don't expect you'd remember. You removed 2 criminal warlords from power and persuaded me to retire.
Yeah.
I'll never forget it.
Yeah, but you're in a criminal's safe haven, so...
What brings you to Omega?
What brings anyone to Omega? Opportunity, success, failure, all of the above. I
Right.
find this place suits me. I can bring it a certain air of civility, I suppose.
I did tell you to straighten up, though.
And now you're on Omega. Once a criminal, always a criminal, eh?
Oh no, Commander. I retired. I know better than to go back on my word with you. You convinced me to turn my life around. I'm a social worker now, believe it or not.
Social worker?
Is that what you're calling it these days?
That's what it's called when a person works for the betterment of the people around her.
Yeah.
Doing the good work in a place like this requires that one understand how things truly work.
So you're a
Which
fence.
makes me uniquely qualified.
You're a fence.
And if you skim a little off the top, no one's the wiser, right?
Please, Commander, there's no angle. It doesn't take a saint to see that people here are hurting. I can play Omega's game and maybe do some good around here. That's the only angle.
Alright then.
Well, I'm glad to hear you're keeping out of trouble.
Thank you. This is all to your credit, Commander.
I have to go.
Of course. You must have more important things to do.
She's just too almost up front. It's just disconcerting.
A human colony called Freedom's progress has been attacked by unknown sources, marking yet another in the chronicle of the humans' failure to defend their own colonies.
The lower afterlife. Did you say he was in the VIP area? Forven. This is just a drink. Okay, more Asari dancers. Right, we've got to find this Krogan. Bingo. Dude.
Don't act like you know. Just plan for the funeral normally. During the service, someone will want to set up a meeting. No, you said he had close family. He'll just want revenge. Kill the family first. Then he'll get angry and come at you stupid. And then you kill him. I don't think I know you, human. I'm the Patriarch. Aria's Patriarch. What do you want?
I recognize this guy's voice. Where'd the name come from?
Why do they call you Patriarch?
It's like an Asari matriarch, only male. It was Aria's little joke. After she took me down, she let me live. Kept me around as an advisor and a trophy.
You got many enemies, mate?
Rumor has it some people want you dead. Know anything about that?
Oh, I can think of a few. I know things. Old secrets, old grudges. Few floors you can dig up to find bodies underneath. Someone who wanted to weaken Aria might come after me. They do it to get to her, you see. Not for me. I don't matter enough anymore to have enemies of my own.
How did your rivalry start with Aria?
What do you know about Aria?
A few centuries ago, Omega was my rock. When Aria arrived, she had nothing but the clothes on her back. I thought she was another dancer. She killed half my men and convinced the rest that she could run this place better than I did. She came for me here in this bar. We tore this place apart. She crushed one of my hearts, shattered half the bones in my body, and left me alive.
Why do you think?
What made her decide to leave you alive?
No, she doesn't destroy what she can use. She said I could have all my old comforts if I served as her advisor. I knew how things worked. I knew who to lean on, who to smack down, who to smile at. And everyone who respected me saw me beaten, broken. They knew that as strong as I'd been, she was stronger.
I'm paranoid about drinking in dialogue now because of this, like, quick Paragon Renegade stuff. Okay, so that's kind of smart of her to keep him alive, right? So I imagine you've got some war stories.
A Krogan as old as you must have some great stories.
I killed a lot of people, lived well, and was beaten by a small Asari who keeps me around as an example.
I'm sorry, mate.
My time is done. Anyone I killed is long forgotten. The stories are Aria's now.
That's fair enough, dude. At least he's got some sense about it, right? See, the Krogan can learn. They don't just have to fight constantly. You gotta hide though, mate.
Some people want you dead. I've been asked to move you to safety.
Well, of course. Aria wouldn't want me hurt. It would make her look bad. Perhaps Aria's reputation is no longer my concern. Perhaps I will stay. See who thinks me important enough to kill.
We'll be your muscle, mate.
Here's an idea. Let me handle the assassins for you.
And so your name grows, while I remain an old man who lets others fight his battle.
That was the wrong response.
No, you remain a powerful warlord with forces at his command. Now it's just Aria's trophy.
Well, you could be my Trent, fighting for my honor. If you would do this for me, I would be grateful. I might even be a Krogan again.
Sure. Find the thugs in or near the afterlife and kill them on behalf of the Patriarch. Find the thugs and kill them. Oh, that's just their two points. You looking for someone, guys?
Out of our way, human.
It was the blood pact, right?
You here for Patriarch?
What if we are? You gonna do something about it?
Yes.
Patriarch sent us. Said to do whatever it takes.
Your Patriarch's Grant? I wasn't aware the old man had one.
You should have done your homework.
Oh! Sweet! Cutscene violence. I can appreciate that. I didn't have to do anything. Rough night, guys. Too many drinks. We've all been there. Sorted, mate.
Killed them all. And everyone knows that the Patriarch is not to be crossed. Thanks to you, Arya may think of me as more than a trophy. A real advisor, maybe. Or even a threat.
Not a threat, but yeah.
Use this. Don't ever let anyone think you're weak again.
Thanks to you, I am a Krogan.
Yeah.
By the way, be careful with Arya. She will approve of what you've done, I think. But not of you altering the balance of Omega. I think it reminds her too much of herself.
Okay.
The Fortune. Ruthless parasites on the hardworking men and women of Omega. If you've got Fortune problems, there's only one thing to do.
Alright, let's go talk to Grits. Sorted, mate.
Arya wants to speak with you, human. She heard you took on the Blood Pack assassins yourself. I wouldn't
Okay.
keep her waiting.
Sure.
Word has it that Patriarch's Krant took out the men sent here to kill him. Funny, I didn't know he had a Krant.
Yeah, he's stronger than you realised.
Patriarch has more influence than you thought.
I see. Well, maybe I should watch my back then. It's not what I asked, but you got the job done. You've done a lot for me, Shepard. Let me return the favor.
Okay.
We're sending your coordinates to a cache on an uncharted world. You want it? It's yours.
This sounds suspicious, just like that.
What's the catch?
No catch, I don't need it, and I don't want it to go to waste. Whatever you find is yours to deal with.
Sure. Oh. What did you do before Omega?
Are you friendly enough to talk about who you were before Omega?
You're reaching back centuries, Shepard.
Yeah.
Long before anything that should matter to you.
So why keep it secret?
No reason, from your perspective. But there are plenty of people out there with long memories. I've had a few careers, a few names. Commando training, mercenary leanings. I've kept what was valuable and dropped the baggage.
Old enemies can mean old friends.
You're important, but also isolated. No other allies out there to back you up?
I lean toward a particular type of work. It tends to encourage professional rivalry. Sometimes you'd rather disappear than be forced to kill someone.
So, you don't want to talk about it?
I thought you were in charge. Why so scared of your past?
I have nothing to fear on Omega. That doesn't mean I want to broadcast my past to the galaxy. You'd be surprised how long some entities can hold a grudge. This little exercise with Patriarch? A footnote. Not even the first Krogan I've pissed off.
Right, so you must have had some resources to come here and make such a splash.
He couldn't have started here with nothing. He must have been someone important.
I've always been important, even if others didn't recognize it. So yes, I had money to start this operation. I also had creditors who thought they were more entitled to it. I let them chase a ghost, or several. It's relatively easy to outlive a Solarian, but not their record keeping.
Alright.
Alright, I'll drop it.
Better luck next time.
What about Patriarch?
Sounds like you and Patriarch have a history.
Our history is Omega's history. Long, bloody, and always ending in my favor. The details are complicated. When I arrived, Omega was lawless, a land of opportunity. I built alliances and destroyed the fools who wouldn't get in line, which was most of them. But Patriarch, he was something different. A powerful friend.
So when did you betray him?
I assume you decided he was too strong, even as an ally.
No. He cast the first stone. Wasn't a surprise when he turned. He controlled the muscle. My people contributed more subtle action. Espionage, politics, assassination. Fortunately for me, his men had become accustomed to certain benefits of working with Asari.
Such as?
Superior intel? Assassination?
That's cute. No, I took advantage of certain skills my people try to downplay. Patriarch's men abandoned him in droves. In the end, we fought face to face on this very spot. The toughest fight of my life. But of course I won.
So I guess you respect him a bit then.
So you kept him around as a trophy?
I did. A trophy and an example. Whenever someone thought about taking me on, I pointed them to Patriarch. Dignity is one of the few commodities not available on Omega.
Sure. Why keep calling? I don't know. Makes him kind of sound equal to you.
Patriarch doesn't sound like something an Asari would come up with.
I found it humorous. He wanted power, and we pretended he had it with a word that doesn't exist for my people.
All right.
I eventually found a certain respect for the title and the man.
Fair enough.
Interesting. Let's move on.
Do you need something else?
Nope.
Thanks. Maybe I'll come back later.
You should find a nice young man to keep you warm in the meantime. You look like you need to loosen up a little.
Hey, I have an Asari to keep me warm, thank you. Although I don't know where she is.
Is it just me, or are you getting better looking?
Yes. Man, our stamina is still a joke. 0 out of 10, this game's a failure.
Come on, let me in.
Honestly, man, we can't run for more than 10 meters. We're like the antithesis. He was by the apartments, right? Medical clinic in the slums. In the quarantine zone, yeah. I think it was the apartments. Ah, hidden loading screens. A mad prophet.
End is not. Humans. Blight on galactic fury. You, sir. You are a blight. You. And you, human.
Sure. Okay, there's the quarantine zone. Let's have a little goosey gander around here. Marsh.
I might have something here for humans. Not much.
Like what?
I'm in the mood to spend some money, but I think I can find better stuff elsewhere.
You won't find a better selection anywhere. Unless you're willing to risk the black market.
I'd rather deal with you than give money to those thieves. You sure we can't make a deal?
Look, I can't compete with the black market. I have to make a profit. I'll do what I can, but don't tell anyone or I'll lose my shirt. You're back. You must have seen something you like.
Okay, Turian cruiser. Sniper rifle damage. A magazine. Different helmets. Blood Dragon armor. Oh, this is a Dragon Age reference, right? Okay. We've got tons of money. Okay, stimulator conduits. Incorporates a series of beryllium and tungsten braces and micro servos to support and enhance the natural movement of the wearer for short periods of time. Originally developed by the CERTA Foundation for search and rescue personnel, it's been adapted for military use. Increases storm speed by 10%. Don't know what that is. Let's get it. A small ship model of a Turian cruiser. Sure. Increases sniper rifle damage by 10% for the entire squad. This upgrade improves the weapon's mass effect field generator, increasing the mass and acceleration of each slug. 50,000? A titillating alien magazine. Sure. A capacitor helmet. A recent design, this Alliance-made helmet stores microcapacitors in its structure to replenish kinetic barriers, spent kinetic barriers. Transpariplast armor panel on its top can be removed to access capacitors for field maintenance. Reduces the delay before shields start generating by 10%. I'll get it, but I don't like wearing helmets. Originally created for Earth's Urban Combat Championship League, this set of armor has undergone as much or more field testing than those of modern militaries. It uses a unique proprietary power cell that costs as much as an EUCC rookie's contract. The armor's microframe computer adapts to any top-tier Omnitool kinetic barrier or biotic amp, giving breathtaking and error-free performance. The chest and shoulder piece bears the logo of the Edmonton Blood Dragons, and the inside of the armor bears the signatures of the entire team. When and how the elusive man got his hands on the armor is unknown, but several of the signatures bear messages such as "Fuck the Geth" and "Shepard, get well soon." Increases power damage and shield strength. Sure. Let's pick up the sniper rifle damage, why not? I don't know, I might need to be more prudent. VIP room. God, everyone's dying. Harrow's Emporium, Ken's Salvage.
The attack on the human colony of Freedom's Progress has generated
Hey!
but confused results.
Hey, buddy.
Tentatively excited. Welcome, human. What can I get for you?
Such as?
What kinds of things do you sell here?
Friendly, salvaged parts. All kinds. Mostly legitimate.
It's got a cigar!
With pride, my prices are the lowest anywhere on the station. You won't find salvage cheaper than mine.
I have things to do.
Courteously, have a fine day. Take a look at my kiosk if you want to buy anything.
A capacitor chestplate. Micro wells developed by Armac's Arsenal store, part of the energy directed at the armor, and use it to jump start the kinetic barrier recycle charge. Reduces the delay. Okay, sure. The Blackstone Gravitational Singularity Projector is the brainchild of weapon designer Ellie Wagner, one of the few humans who earned the privilege of serving with Asari commando units. Overawed with how the Asari could create biotic singularities to pull opponents from out behind cover, he was determined to duplicate the feat technologically. Wagner's team created a weapon that could elevate target particles of matter to near infinite mass, creating a gravitational singularity and drawing nearby objects inward for a short time. Rapidly increasing gravity rips the target apart and pulls the enemy closer to the Singularity's center. When the mass effect field destabilizes and suddenly returns to normal mass, the result is explosive and inflicts additional trauma on the enemy. The weapon almost didn't happen. Early designs were dangerously unstable. The science for creating a hyper-dense mass effect field was well established, but projecting it at an adjustable range provided elusive. It was only after 6 years of development that the weapon finally qualified for Systems Alliance trials. Advanced individual heavy weapons. By that time, the Singularity projector was rugged, reliable, and easy to use and repair. It immediately went to field tests in a small-scale desert war on Earth where the weapons terrified opponents who'd never seen its effects before. The swirling sand and dust sucking soldiers into its center served as the centerpiece of many propaganda videos. The resulting media coverage, the Wegner Arms M490 GSP, became known by its simpler nickname, the Black Hole Gun. His dream finally a reality, Wegner personally altered its name to the more marketable Black Storm. Sure.
For tickets, contact your Jackbox offices or buy direct.
Terminus armor. Storm speed. Terminus armor is environmentally sealed with an independent air supply for use in space and extreme planetary conditions. Its onboard microframe computer runs a suite of battle management software to prevent detection by passive thermal sensors. Body heat is channeled to the base of the feet and dispersed into the ground. I get the sense that we don't pick up random armors that will repeat and upgrade. We're going to get one armor set and maybe upgrade it on the ship, so I should just buy all this stuff. Storm speed, shields, weapon reserve ammo. Sure. A new visor. Kuwashi visor. Developed by Adiake Technologies, the wearer exchanges full protective coverage for visibility, incumbent mobility, and increased accuracy. Okay. Increased headshot damage. Sure. A small ship model of a Geth cruiser, typical of the kind involved in the Battle of the Citadel. Sure. Collectathons. A capacitor chest plate, micro wells developed by Armax Arsenal Store, part of the energy directed at the armor, and use it to jumpstart the kinetic barrier recycle charge. Reduces the delay before your shields start regenerating. Sure. I'm just going to buy stuff. A hack module, an Omni-tool upgrade, doubles the time limit for hack. The ongoing war between security software companies and hackers, Cerberus seeks to maintain a list of primary backdoors, little-known security holes that have been active for some time and remain unpatched. Ongoing research in this area should improve operatives' ability to hack through most conventional security measures. Sure, 30 grand. We bought everything, mate. Okay, I'm spending all my money, but what else is it there for? Right, where's this next place? Man, I'm taking so much time here. If you're going to buy all the stuff at this next place as well. Shish kebab. Hey there, Kenny. Hey!
Might interest you in some salvage tech? Every
Corey.
credit goes toward a ticket to get me off this forsaken rock.
Maybe you can offer me a cut price.
I buy a lot of parts and equipment. Maybe we can make an arrangement.
Well, you seem like a decent person, but you can't breathe a word of it to Harry.
Of course.
Then we have a deal. Maybe I'll at least sell something to you.
What are you doing here, Corian? You on your pilgrimage?
What brought a nice kid like you to Omega?
My pilgrimage. What money I had got stolen within a few days, so I decided to sell salvaged parts. You can see how that turned out. Harrod's forcing me to sell high, and I can't even afford a ticket off this station.
I could help you out.
How much do you need to get off Omega?
I still need 1,000 credits to pay my way, but I couldn't let you do that.
Yeah.
This is my mistake on my pilgrimage. It's my problem.
What about Harrow, though?
Why does Herrick control your prices?
Harrod made me swear not to undercut him, no matter what. He was here first, so it's his right. But no one will buy from me when he's so much cheaper. I can't save enough money for a ticket off the station.
I'll talk to Harrow.
I could go talk to Herod for you. Get him to ease up.
I won't stop you. If you can convince him to lay off, then maybe I'll get off this station after all. His shop's up the ramp, near where Marsh sells his goods. Anything you can do will be much appreciated.
I'll just give you the cash,
Here
mate.
you go. 1,000 credits. Get out of here.
Thank you. With this, I can finally continue on my pilgrimage. I'm going to buy my ticket right now. Thank you again.
Can I still buy things from your shop? Oh, phew. A Geth plasma shotgun. 50 grand? Shit, we're gonna run out of money. Oh my god. 75? Oh, this is what we need for the awkward couple. A pristine set of discontinued T6 FBA couplings used to monitor Mass Effect fields aboard starships. Sure. Heavy weapon ammo. Better heavy weapon ammo capacity. A heavy skin weave. Shotgun damage. A new weapon. Medium range semi-automatic rifle effective against armor, shields and barriers. Upgrades the Avenger assault rifle. The Matic is a semi-automatic hybrid weapon with an assault rifle's low heat production and a sniper rifle's punch. Though it doesn't have the sniper rifle's precision scope, marksmen favour its increased power over that of an assault rifle to bring down hardened targets. Its lack of full auto settings is advertised as a feature rather than a shortcoming, since it curbs a soldier's tendency to spray inaccurate fire under stress. Sure. Yeah, let's get that. A Geth plasma shotgun. This 3-barreled Geth weapon fires miniature but potent cluster rounds of superconducting projectiles and has a longer range than standard shotguns. A 2-stage trigger system allows for either quick-fire capacitors or a charge and release attack to electrify the projectiles as they exit the weapon. As the round hits the target, they fragment and electrify arcs between the pieces, flash converting the air to conductive plasma. The resulting impact, heat and electrical charge overloads shields and barriers and causes massive trauma to unarmored targets. Sure. Give it to me. So the other stuff is a bit pricey, I'm going to leave it.
Charles Saraceno, leader of the Terra Firma Party and former Alliance government candidate, is guilty of tax evasion.
What are you chatting about, mate?
Leave, human. Tell Captain Gavon we not kill anyone today.
Who's that?
I don't know a Captain Gavorn. Why would I tell him anything?
Not trust you. Tell Gavon we know his tricks. We not kill anyone today.
Alright. Why? How many Vulture are living
There
here?
seem to be a lot of Vorcha on Omega.
Go away. Talk too much. Gavon's thugs get no more. We leave.
Good talking to you.
No more talk. We know Gavon's tricks. We leave.
I don't know how you're enunciating some of those letters with no lips, mate. Oh, it's the translator anyway. A Batarian?
This place. How can these people be left to rot like this? I mean, it's not like they're hidden. They're right here in their own filth. What a shithole.
Jesus. Chill out, mate. Poverty is a problem. Okay, so 45 minutes in, I've not even started the quest I intended to start. But we can start it now. Alright.
Complaining is pointless, human. There's a plague. Nobody gets in or out.
Private residence.
You can't keep me out. I live in there.
I'm doing you a favor, lady. If you go in, the guards will cut you down.
You can't do this. Everything I own is in that apartment.
Nice outfit.
I told you to get lost, lady. The plague has the whole zone quarantined. Nobody gets in.
I'm human, you ass. Humans can't get the plague. Now let me get my stuff out before looters get it.
This thing affects every other race out there. We're not taking chances. Nobody gets in until the plague has run its course.
Who do you work for, mate?
I didn't think Omega had any kind of law enforcement. Who gave the order to quarantine the slums?
Fresh off the transport, huh? Arya Tilok calls the shots around here. She's got her little blue hands on every business in this district. And a plague is bad for business. She hired us to keep anyone from entering or leaving the quarantine zone.
So we can't go in.
So you're saying the slums are completely sealed off?
Finally, a human that can hear. Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
You can't keep me out. I'm gonna lose all my stuff.
I'm doing you a favor, human. Anybody in the quarantine zone will be dead from the plague or the gangs in a few weeks.
Oh. I need to see Morden Solus.
There's a Solarian named Morden Solus in the slums. I've got to get in there to find him.
The doctor? Yeah, crazy bastard opened a clinic in the district a few months ago. The Blue Suns weren't too happy when he moved in. I hear Morden's trying to deal with the plague. I wish him luck, but the area is still locked down. Our orders are to wait until either the plague or the Blue Suns kill everyone. Then go in and clean up.
Alright. Well, yeah, what's the nature of this plague?
Tell me more about this plague.
It starts out as a cough, then you start coughing blood. And, well, then I shoot you. It affects multiple species. Turians, Solarians, Krogan, you name it. Only humans are immune. And Vorcha, if you count them. An airborne disease that takes down multiple races. Can't let that spread. Hence the quarantine.
Sure. Why are the Blue Suns the only ones in there?
Who are the Blue Suns?
Mercenary gang that runs the district. At least they used to. The guys are mostly Turian. I heard the plague hit them pretty hard. Now the whole district is up for grabs. I hear the Vorcha are making a move. Plague can't hurt them. Immune to disease.
Interesting.
Just one more reason you don't want to go in there.
Yeah. Where's Morden's clinic?
Any idea where I can find Morden's clinic?
Not a clue. What do you care? Place is quarantined, remember?
Alright. Where did it come from, this plague?
I didn't think diseases could cross species barriers. Turians and Solarians can't even eat the same food.
Right. Most people figure that it has to be synthetic. Somebody engineered it. And it either got loose, or they're testing it here. And seeing as how humans are immune to the plague and doing a fair bit of looting, a lot of people think humans made it.
Vorcha? Come on, I'll help, dude. Let me in.
Listen, you're stuck here till this quarantine's over. That could take weeks. What you really need is to get this problem solved right now. That's what I do. Solve problems. Let me in and I'll get this district straightened out.
You think you can fix this? Why not? Quarantine is more to keep infected people in anyway. I'll radio ahead, tell them you're coming in.
Wait, you're stopping me, but not them? You son of a bitch.
You don't have a grenade launcher, lady. Get lost.
He makes some good points.
Plague sounds dangerous. Good thing we're immune. Really good thing.
Yeah, so I don't think we'd be able to take Garrus in here, basically. Krogan and Vorcha regenerate health. Oh, interesting. We're not going to take Garrus. Damage dealer, psionic, sure. Right, I think we. What weapons did we pick up? Yeah, this singularity projector. Let's give it a try. Geth plasma shotgun, sure. The Mattock heavy rifle. Let's give it a try. Why not? I thought that I could use rifles. I'm a bit annoyed about that. Alright. Well, okay, we've not got a map in here. Guys, get out my way. Thank you. Alright. So I need to remember to use overload a lot more. Use the right guns. Just let me reread this. Armor, effective against armor. Not shields. Okay, so both guns will do reasonable amounts of damage when they've got no armor and no barriers, but I have to just remember that it's the difference between shields and armor. So armor is yellow, right? Biotic barriers are purple, and shields are blue. Yeah? So generally speaking, we want to have the shuriken out. Element 0, don't know what I need that for. Crafting, perhaps? Zaid?
Don't shoot, they're cleared to come in.
Cheers, guys. Appreciate it. We're gonna have to deal with Vulture, though, I imagine. Coughing.
Good luck
everywhere.
in there. The Blue Suns and Vorcha shooting anything that moves.
Thanks, mate.
We've been spotted.
Guess they just left the dead in the streets.
Plague control at its most basic. Pile the bodies in the street and burn them.
I really like Zaid, man. I recognise his voice actor from somewhere. Or his actor from somewhere, I should say. The voice actor is an actor, right? Batarian, you alright, mate?
Human. Should have guessed.
Come on now.
Bad enough you infect us with this plague. Now you lack the decency to even wait until I die before you come to steal my possessions.
You need some help, mate.
Is there anything I can do for you?
Get away from me, human. Your kind has done too much already. Your plague did this to me. Your faint pity is the final insult.
Fine. I'm looking for a
I
Solarian.
need to find Morden Solus.
Humans looking for the human sympathizer. I hope the Vorcha burn Morden and his clinic to the ground. I hope you... I hope... Damn it. Damn you. Can't...
Hey, stay with me. This won't cure the plague, but it might help a bit.
Oh, you helped me. Why?
Because you were in need, mate.
It's what I do. I don't know if I can find a cure for this plague, but I'm gonna try.
Your words sound sincere. Maybe it's the fever. But as you said, what have I to lose? What do you wish to know?
Where's Morden?
I need to find Morden Solus.
He has a clinic on the far side of the district. He's taking in refugees, offering to help those infected with the plague. I was afraid to go to him before. He is dangerous, but perhaps he can help.
How's he dangerous?
What makes Morden worse than dying from the plague?
The Blue Suns tried to press him for protection money. He killed them, stunned them with some kind of toxin, then gunned them down. He's not just a doctor. Doctors don't execute people and display the bodies as a warning.
Wow. What about the
You
Vorcha?
were talking about Vorcha earlier.
Before the quarantine, the Blue Suns controlled this district. But as their numbers fell to the plague, Vorcha moved in. The Blue Suns are fighting to protect their territory. But as the plague spreads, it's only a matter of time until the Vorcha overwhelm them.
Okay, maybe the Vorcha started this all.
Aren't the Vorcha immune to the plague? What if they spread the virus so they could take over the district?
Vorcha are immune to disease. A human-created plague wouldn't affect them. But if the Vorcha created the plague,
guess.
why wouldn't it affect humans? Besides, the Vorcha aren't smart enough to make a virus like this. They're scavengers. Sorry, human. You may not want to believe it.
Yeah, he's
but
right.
all the evidence points to your species.
Very true.
Why are you so convinced humans are behind this outbreak?
The plague is too potent to be a naturally occurring virus. Airborne transmission across numerous species, near perfect mortality rate. It had to be created in a lab. And since humans are the only species not affected, there is only one logical conclusion.
Okay, mate. Where's the option to say I'll send someone to help him?
Aren't the Vorcha immune to the plague?
Vorcha, sorry, human. You may not want to believe it, but all the evidence points to your species.
I should go.
Goodbye, human.
Where did the option go to help him? Okay, let's do a little hacking. Okay, this is always a bit stressful. Where are you? Here we go. I like this, man. I like these. You have to actually concentrate a bit. Alright. He said to go that way, so let's just check in here first. Probably some loot in here. Salvage. Tyrian plague victim.
Tried to claw his way out. Can't say I wouldn't do the same.
This is grim, man. Computer console. Oh god.
Said we're infected. Idiots can't tell the difference between the plague and a simple cough. Nothing to do now but sit tight and wait for them to wise up. Good thing we brought a deck of cards. 2 days in. Nobody's even come by to check on us. Never thought the Blue Suns would turn their backs on me. This group used to stand for something. When I get out of here, I'm gonna make them pay.
It's making me want to cough.
I think he really does have the plague. Gotta get out of here before he infects me too.
Mass Effect 2, 0 out of 10 gave me the plague. Right.
Davis died last night. He's still talking to me though. Good to hear his voice. The company is nice. Nobody should die alone.
That's sad. Okay, it looks like everything that's in here. Alright, let's move towards Morden. It's interesting not being able to look at the map, I have to say. Let's have a look down here. More dead people. Some cash.
Blue Suns came by this morning and did something to my door. Now it won't open. Burned out the circuits, maybe. They said they were trying to control the spread of the plague. But I'm not even infected. Damn Turians. Must be some kind of extortion racket. Trap me in here for a day or two, then offer to let me out if I pay them off.
Oh, really? Oh no, he said he was just hypothesizing. Feels like we're due an encounter here. Yeah.
We got company. Sit down! You're done! This'll put him down!
Nice. Okay, we're flowing a bit better now. Oh.
Stella! Have a nice trip!
Nice work, guys. Okay, this was clearly the... Hey!
Taking fire.
Sit down! Yeah!
Yeah, go team. Modified assault rifle.
We can use this.
Yeah, I understand. Don't worry. Kokomo Palace. Man, why can't we look at the map, dude? This seems pretty optional, right? It's alright, guys, we're here to help.
Oh, thank God you're human.
When we saw that door open, we thought those Turians had found us. Ever since this plague started, the Blue Suns have been out to get us. They're killing as many people as the disease.
Why are they after you?
Why are the Blue Suns hunting you?
We didn't do anything. Pretty much every non-human in the district wants us dead.
They think we caused the plague. Humans aren't getting sick, and that's all the evidence they need. God knows how many of us they've already killed.
They should be looking at the Vorcha, not us. Ever since the plague hit, they've been taking over Blue Sun's territory.
Do you know anything else about them?
You said the Vorcha moved in just after the plague hit?
Right after the district was quarantined. Vorcha are immune to diseases, so they're not getting sick.
Not sure where they came from. Never saw many Vorcha around before. Sure seemed like they were ready for this.
Only nobody thinks the Vorcha are smart enough to create a virus like this. The Blue Suns need someone else to blame. Like us.
Where are they hiding now?
You said the Vorcha were taking over Blue Sun's territory?
Trying to. The Blue Suns don't go down easy. The plague softened them up, but they still have enough firepower to hold some of them. The Turians are getting pushed back. The deeper you go into the district, the more Vorcha you'll see. Unless they see you first.
What do you know about the
What else
plague?
can you tell me about the plague? When did it start?
The first cases cropped up about 2 weeks ago. Nobody paid much attention until it started to spread. Usually takes about a week to kill you, but it spreads fast. 3 days after the first outbreak, there were over 50 known cases.
That's when everyone noticed humans weren't getting sick. Then the quarantine came down and everything went to hell.
It's just spread via air to air.
Any idea how the victims contracted it?
Not sure. Probably airborne. Even after the Blue Suns started sealing victims up inside their own apartments, the plague kept spreading. Now they just gun victims down and burn the bodies in the streets. Doesn't seem to be helping, though. People are dying by the dozens.
About the Blue Suns.
Tell me more about the Blue Suns.
They're a mercenary gang, mostly Turian. Used to run this district. Kept things nice and stable for the most part.
As long as you paid your monthly protection fees, everything was cool. Rates were pretty reasonable. For Omega, at least.
And this damn plague hit. Everyone started dying. The Vorta started moving in. The Blue Suns lost control and the whole district turned into a war zone.
I'm looking for a doctor.
I need to find Morden Solus.
Oh yeah, him. He's got a clinic on the other side of the district.
Heard he's taking in refugees now. Trying to help plague victims. Offering protection from the Suns and the Vorcha.
Sure. A doctor with military-grade mechs helping people for free. On Omega, grow up.
You don't trust him?
Sounds like you don't think much of the doctor in his clinic.
The Vorcha tried to muscle in. He gunned them down. Just like that. Pop, pop, pop. Didn't even use his mechs.
Then the Blue Suns heard he was sheltering humans and they went to burn down the clinic. He killed them too. Then he went inside and got back to work. He's cold. Must be Solarian Special Forces or something.
Do you not want to go there as a safe haven?
You can't stay trapped in this apartment. If you get to Morden's, you might at least survive until the quarantine ends.
Are you nuts? We'd never make it. The streets are crawling with Blue Suns and Vorcha. We don't even have pistols.
Besides, I'm not risking my life on a rumor that some Solarian might offer me sanctuary.
I can help.
I know you're scared, but your only hope is to get to Morden's clinic. I'm gonna be under fire from the Blue Suns and the Vorcha, so I can't take you with me. But I promise you this. I'll do what I can to leave a safe path for you to follow me. It's risky, but I think it's your only chance.
Okay, you're right. We'll never make it if we stay here. We have to try. We'll wait here for a while and give you time to clear the way. Then we'll head for Morden's clinic, if we're lucky. Maybe
Okay.
we'll meet you there.
Hopefully. Hopefully we've not just got these two killed. I'm going to have to end the episode, guys. It's way too long, so we'll continue our search for Morden Solus. Sounds awesome. It's kind of similar to finding Garrus, right? He's just kind of a one-man army hidden there. But we'll pick it up from here next time. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Back on Omega, dealt with Arya a bit more and her situation before heading over here to the quarantine zone. So leave me a like if you enjoyed it, guys. And just remember, everybody, never trust an on-crate. I'll see you back in the quarantine zone.